We are Rachel and Joe. We love adventure, exploring, boondocking, wildlife, the outdoors, hiking, birding, traveling, and immersing ourselves in nature. The idea of living in the moment without a care in the world has driven us to make this lifestyle a reality. Our dream is to live without commitments or schedules. We are working hard to be able to live this life full-time in the future, but for now, we are living it every chance we get. Last video, we were in the Nordhaus Dunes wilderness area in the Manistee National Forest, where we spent some time hiking to Lake Michigan and hanging out around our campsite. This week, we took a very quick day-and-a-half trip 4 hours north to the Pigeon River State Forest. We arrived at exactly 9 p.m., so we had very little time before we were out of daylight. So we hurried up and got camp ready. So after working all day and then driving 4 hours, setting up camp, we were ready to call it a night. Alice found her favorite spot on Joe before both her and Brian headed to bed. The next morning, Brian and I went for our morning walk while Joe made breakfast.
Right there.
He made collard greens and rice, which were very hot, which was so good because it was a very cool day. This is a walkthrough of our campsite, and if I remember correctly, this is the third time we have been to this actual site. The first time we came here, the ticks were unlike anything I had ever experienced. I still get chills just thinking about it, and it took me years to come back. The second time we came here, not a single tick, and this time also not a single tick until we were actually driving home. I noticed one crawling up Joe's arm. To the right, there is a small trail that leads to the lake. And to the right here is also a small trail that leads to the lake. This is Grass Lake. This area is known for elk, and the last time my son was here, him and his friend were kayaking, and there was an elk in the water. This is Ford Lake, which is beautiful, and you can camp here, but you must be at least 600 feet from the water. It is just a short drive from Grass Lake. I could have sat and watched these little tadpoles for hours. Joe tried to fish for a bit, but we need to get some better supplies. The fish were jumping out of the water. And as the day was coming to an end, we headed back to camp. Brian was ready for bed, as were we. Joe put himself to bed, and I put on every layer of clothes I brought because I was freezing. And if you have been watching previous videos, you know how excited I am to add 4 new birds to my life list.
Trying to put this towards this. Hold on.
Just walk it.
I'm not 10 foot tall.
Just walk the end and walk it around.
Okay, go in there and tell me what you're doing.
Like that.
Okay, now it's gonna fall.
Well, you should Vanderbilt.
What do you mean?
Oh. It broke.
Whoa. Whoa.